Fala galera, felipessfpss aqui no canal com o terceiro episódio de Alan Wake 2. E vamos continuar lá onde a gente parou, né? Indo investigar o corpo lá no manicômio. Então, onde a gente parou no último episódio, né? Seguindo o policial.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff
Yep.
Station.
Just
Anything you
here to pay
need,
my ticket.
just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Aqui tem que ir na paciência, eles não correm, né?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Tá fechada essa porta.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body... The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Tá.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a
Tem
tattoo
por
guy.
aqui.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing. How'd they manage that?
Tá, daí acho que pro jogo prosseguir eu tenho que vir no quadro de casos. Será que é aqui? Não. Assassinado de Lake. Será que é nesse aqui? Não. Errei.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Era esse aqui. Tá, ah, começou aqui. Aqui. Tá, é só um? Não. Tá, aqui tem mais, tá. Então é um aqui.
Text is
Ok.
smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Tá. Será que é aqui? Aqui? Ué. Ah, aqui, ó. Ah, de repente é aqui em cima ainda. Nossa, o quadro tá ficando grande. Tá, esse aqui não é. O segundo... Aqui não tem nada pra nós fazer. Terceiro da seita é o que eu... Ah, tem um
These
novo aqui.
stashes could contain clues about the cult.
Nossa, pessoal,
Better keep
é
an eye out
arquivo
for
do
more.
arquivo do arquivo, né? Vai ter uma bagunça daqui a pouco tudo isso. Para depois... Liberou. Aqui? Não, e aqui. Agora acho que ela vai ver dentro do peito.
same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Nossa.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page is set to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. Vanished.
Nossa, terceiro episódio, ele... Só a sensibilidade tá um pouco alta pra arma.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale. Was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her.
Tá. Antes de eu falar com ele, eu quero ver se eu acho mais alguma coisa pela...
The heart is gone too.
Eu acho que era só a
Did
página
the fucker
mesmo.
take it with him?
Eu acho que era só a página mesmo.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Ah, mais um. Descubra pra onde Nightingale foi. Tá, vai ser aqui no manicômio mesmo, então.
Can't be opened on this side.
Manicômio não, não. Essa mochila eu não pego, né? Não. Não faz nada. Não vai nem verificar se realmente tá morta. Só vai deixar aí
I
cair no
can't
chão.
force it open.
Tá, ela não consegue arrombar essa porta. E aqui ela vai invadir, vai fazer alguma coisa. Tá, esse ela não pega a arma. Ah, tem primeiros médicos aqui.
Must be locked from the other side.
Aqui é só parede. Tá, tem que falar com ele de novo? Não. Não. Essa coisa de vidro aí. Ah, da Eli, tá. É, mas não tá deixando eu acessar. Ele quer que eu vá atrás, eu vou... Ah! Ó,
It's
não...
not opening.
E aqui? Não tem nada pra arrombar? Não, não é aqui que eu queria ir. Eu queria ir naquele negocinho do meu inventário. Será que eu tenho que ir na minha mente mesmo? Ah, acho que eu tinha que vir aqui. Qual deles agora?
A dead man turned into a
Aí
monster.
mesmo.
Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
A justa posição. O que? Essas páginas não estão fazendo sentido. Saga estava de volta em Cauldron Lake, um possuído, uma criatura de escuridão. Saga tinha que ir atrás de Nightingale dentro da justa posição. Tá, seria difícil achar. Ah, agora eu entendi outra coisa, pessoal. Vai ficando na frente onde eu... Aqui, não. Aqui tem um. Tá. Aqui tinha dois. Nossa, aqui tem vários. Aqui. Desculpa pra onde... Tá. Tinha mais...
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Vai correr?
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Não vai correr? Vamos?
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could you do anything?
They're a fine pair.
Take it easy. My client has been held here long
Nightingale
enough.
and his cult are
Are you
dangerous.
gonna let me speak to them or
We need
not?
to be prepared in case things
Just a
escalate
moment,
more
ma'am.
than they already have.
Someone will be right with you.
Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
Não tem sinal.
Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Night Lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Eu sei que o carro. Eu sei que a gente veio pelo outro lado, né? No outro episódio. Mas vamos. Vai dar aqui igual ali.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Eu já vi que nós vamos ter que viajar pra
I
vários
need to come
lugares.
clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. Same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Tem uma van aí. Tem algo suspeito aí. Return 2, o coração. Então nós passamos do 1.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here.
Ah, agora a portinha tá
world
aberta.
operating
Não
on
precisa pular
different rules.
cerca. Pular não,
I
passar pelo
need to
buraco.
understand this strange logic. To see the clues.
Ah,
to
você vai
solve the
correr
case.
agora? Beleza.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs. don't do a
Hello.
damn thing.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihto. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic.
Eu tô com cara que esses dois estão aprontando.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Well, I need to get back to it.
É os caras com a van, né?
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Não recolheram a plaquinha do 4 para levar embora. Deixaram aí. Tá, então... Aqui, ó. Opa!
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Sim, em vez dele ir junto, porque ele não vai junto, né? Tá, estamos seguindo as pegadas. Vamos lá. E...
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Ela vai andar na água. Nossa! Até eu levei um susto. Caramba!
Nightingale isn't far.
Vou ter que tomar isso aí? Tá. Aqui o jogo já não... Tá. Pra cá também não. Vamos lá, pessoal. Aqui. Ah, aqui é pra ler os...
What is that? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe. Like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
Tá. Tem investigação aqui em cima para fazer no local do crime. Vou ter que voltar até o local do crime. E esse ponto desconhecido. Tá, então o jogo me diz pra mim voltar lá. Só que agora eu vou tentar explorar aquele ponto desconhecido, se o jogo deixar eu ir lá. E aqui vai pra onde? Eu subo pra dar uma...
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. This fuse is busted.
Aqui eu vim antes já. Tá.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Ainda bem que eu vim.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Tem mais alguma coisa para explorar? Tá. Tá, só que acho que é pra nós não... Ah, eu posso salvar aqui. F.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign, Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages, was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words, the smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory, the words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
Nossa. E aqui não. Pessoal, eu vou aproveitar esse salve game pro vídeo não ficar muito longo. Então, nosso terceiro episódio de Alan Wake, já aconteceu essa coisa sinistra aí. O morto voltou do além. Eu vou salvar o jogo aqui. E era isso então, pessoal. felipessfpss aqui no canal com mais um vídeo de Alan Wake 2, terceiro episódio. Muito obrigado a todos. Curtam, compartilhem e espero que estejam gostando da saga.